grade 6 pupils. Welcome to the wonderful world of English. Let's explore and learn new things in our next episode of Quarter 2, Last 6. Get ready with your learning activity sheet, paper, and pen. Before we start, did anyone observe health protocols? Did you wash your hands? Well, that's very good. Now, I am sure that you will learn new things today as we go on with our study. Are you excited? Very much. That's good, children. Now, we will be studying compare and contrast contents of materials from print and online media. In here, we're going to analyze the elements used in print, non-print, and digital materials. Compare and contrast the characters according to their age, gender, race, nationality, attitude, and behavior. I am Teacher Susan, your teacher for today. Stay tuned and I hope you will enjoy the rest of the episode. Before we go on, let's have a review. Do you remember our last week's episode? Yes. Very good. It's all about identifying the biases and propaganda devices used by speakers in advertisements. Telling whether text read are biased or not. Determining the types of propaganda devices used by the speakers. Do you recall that bias means favoring one person or side over another, while propaganda is concerted set of messages aimed at influencing the opinions or behavior of large number of people, a mode of communication used to manipulate the opinion of groups? Awesome! Let's proceed now to our new lesson. Come on, let's go! Let me ask you this. Do you know that all short stories have some common elements? And these stories are written as forms of entertainment and were produced in publications such as newspapers and magazines. Short stories usually contain these fundamental components: plot, setting, characters, theme, and point of view. Among the story elements, it is the character that takes part in the action of a short story or in other literary work. The characters does not only refer to a person, but also to animals. This work of fiction can be read through print, non-print, and digital materials. The characters are the actors in the story. An author may choose to reveal the characters in two ways. Direct characterization involves the author explicitly telling the reader about the character, such as Andrew is intelligent. Indirect characterization involves the author revealing the character through his actions and words, such as Andrew refused to let the problem get the best of him, so he investigated ways to avoid the obstacles. Most authors use a combination of both direct and indirect characterization. The main characters are those who play the most important role in the story. They are the people who the story is centered around. The minor characters are those who exist only to highlight or brighten the main characters. They are usually static or unchanging. There are also characters called protagonists. They are the characters whom the reader emphasizes with. They are the heroes in the story. The antagonists are the characters that go against the protagonist. They are the villain in the story. The characters can also be revealed according to age and gender, race and nationality, attitude and behavior. I know you did understand our discussion. Let us now proceed to practice exercises. Practice task 1. Match, make the pictures. Directions. Match the description in column A to column B. I will give you 5 seconds to answer each item. Now, let's see if you got the correct answer in each number. Number 1, letter E. Number 2, letter C. Number 3, letter D. Number 4, letter A. Number 5, letter B. Who among you got 4 to 5? Congratulations! Keep it up! For those who got 3 and below, don't be sad. It's okay. Better luck on the next activities. Let's move on to practice task 2. Meet and describe. Directions. Use the character map by describing the 2 characters in the story. Again, use the character map by describing the 2 characters in the story. Anna and Elsa are both Disney official princesses. They are both beautiful and caring girls. Anna is funny and adventurous. She is very playful. Elsa, on the other hand, is very elegant, mature, and reserved. She seems to be very intelligent as well. Anna finds a love interest in Kristoff. Elsa does not find a love interest. Elsa shows that not all princesses have to have a boyfriend or husband, unlike previous princesses who are always energetic. Elsa is more elegant and more quiet. She is a role model, for she broke the princess stereotype. Anna is feisty, but Elsa is unforgettable. Let's check your work. What can you say about Elsa? Alright, Elsa is elegant, matured, reserved, intelligent, quiet, beautiful, and unforgettable. How about Anna? Anna is adventurous, funny, playful, unforgettable, feisty. Were you able to do it? Very good. Now, moving on to task 3. ComCon the characters. Directions. Using the T-chart below, compare and contrast the 2 characters in the story entitled The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. Again, using the T-chart below, compare and contrast the 2 characters in the story entitled The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. A town mouse once visited a relative who lived in the country. For lunch, the country mouse served wheat stalks, roots, and acorns, with a dash of cold water for drink. The town mouse ate very sparingly, nibbling a little of this and a little of that, and by her manner, making it very plain that she ate the simple food only to be polite. After the meal, they had a long talk. The town mouse talked about her life in the city, while the country mouse listened. They then went to bed in a cozy nest in the hedgerow and slept in quiet and comfort until morning. In her sleep, the country mouse dreamt she was a town mouse with all the luxuries and delights of city life that her friend had described for her. So the next day, when the town mouse asked the country mouse to go home with her to the city, she gladly said yes. Okay, check now your work. Let's see how you compare the town mouse and the country mouse by filling out the chart. The town mouse ate very sparingly, nibbling a little of this and a little of that, and by her manner, making it very plain that she ate the simple food only to be polite. While the country mouse served wheat stalks, roots, and acorns with a dash of cold water for drinks. For our assessment, read and analyze the short story selections. Identify the characterization revealed in each item. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1. Jake is Cassie's older brother. One day, they are walking home from school when a cold front rolls in and the temperature drops 20 degrees. Jake has more appropriate for the weather than Cassie. He takes off his hooded sweatshirt and offers it to her. She gratefully accepts. Jake is now colder, but he is happier. What kind of attitude did Jake possess? Letter A, loving. Letter B, greedy. Letter C, rude. Well done, kids. Let's check. Number 1, A. Number 2. Kelvin found a wallet on the ground on his way to school. He opened up the wallet and saw an old woman's ID card. Kelvin took the ID out of the wallet, walked to the woman's house, and returned the wallet to her. Based on the selection, how old is Kelvin? Letter A, a little boy. Letter B, a teenager. And letter C, an old man. Well done, kids. Let's check. Number 2, B. Number 3. My godmother's family lives in Alaska, USA. She's a nurse and the most industrious woman I've ever known. She manages a dry goods store with her sister and her husband. She is Mrs. Nanita Rivera, a mother of 2 boys, June and Pio. What is the godmother's nationality? Letter A, Filipino. Letter B, American. Letter C, Russian. Well done, kids. Let's check. Number 3, B. Number 4. Leo is a grade 6 pupil who spends long hours playing with his Matchbox cars. The youngster already has 300 Matchbox cars in his collection. He puts them in all sorts of formations on the ground and his bed and on the dining table. He is very happy every time he plays his treasures. How old is Leo? Letter A, between 11 and 12. Letter B, between 8 and 9. Letter C, between 13 and 14. Well done, kids. Let's check. Number 4, A. Number 5. There was a fight in a classroom during the break. Simon picked up the board eraser and threw it at his friend. He missed and broke the window. The teacher came in a few minutes later and asked, "Who broke the window?" Simon said nothing. Based on the selection, what is the main character's gender? Letter A, male. Letter B, female. Letter C, not mentioned. Well done, kids. Let's check. And number 5, A. May I know who among you got 4 to 5 scores? That's awesome! If you got 3 and below, you are doing fine. The important thing is you enjoyed your lesson and you've learned something today. Once again, I'm your English teacher, Susan P. Forvelo of Kapu Integrated National School, saying, stay safe and keep on praying until next time. Bye!